welcome back to our channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, your time. Thank you for your continued support. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't and turn on the bell. You get to know when we upload new video. Guys, the video you're about to watch, NNAMDI Kanu is saying it the way it is. 11 days more to go, and any cow that is seen in the bush of southeast will go down. He means every word. Watch and let me know your thoughts in the section below.
If they say IPOB, do you know what makes us formidable? Because we're all intelligent people. Do you think it's easy to convince an Igbo man to follow an ideology? Go and try now. I say go and try. You think it's easy to convince an Ibibio man to love an Igbo man to pursue an ideology? I say go and try. You think it's easy to convince an Efik man to love an Ibibio man to love an Igbo man to pursue an ideology? I say go and try. You think it's easy to convince an Ejo man to love an Ishekiri man, to love an Urobo man, to love Isoko man, to love an Igbo man, to pursue an ideology? I say go and try now. Go and try it and see. Because they have to be convinced about the validity, authenticity, the originality of what you're doing before they come with you. These are the most difficult people on the face of this earth. So difficult is untrue. But behind their difficulty lies one thing, which is what I respect them for. Anytime they find sense in what you're doing, they follow you. That's how they are. They never follow anybody sheepishly. You can't go to church on Sunday and say, election is on Friday, make sure you vote for AMPP. No. But in the north, in their mosque, that's what they do. They tell you who to vote for. Despite all the pressures they put on the people of the East to vote for Buhari in 2011 and 2015, they said, no, this man is a bad market. Is it not happening today? And this is the type of people you think you can fool. You can tell them, well, come follow me, and they follow you without saying something. Now, let me tell you what you have to say to Fulani Janjaweed when they come with that rubbish. It's our custom and our tradition. Just tell them what Justice Adewale Thompson told them in 1969. 17th of April, 69. He said, I do not accept the contention of Fulani people that a custom exists which imposes an obligation on the owner of a farm to fence his farm, while the owner of the cattle allows his cattle to wander like pest, pest, P-E-S-T, to wander like a pest and cause damage. This your so-called Fulani herdsmen. You know, I went to America and some lawmakers in America telling me, oh, he's about climate change. And I asked them, when did this climate change? They said in the past a few decades. I said, but in 1969, Fulani were still making the argument of farmer-header clashes in all the way back in 1969. Then, was there any climate change? Any desert encroachment? The same argument. If you hold them here, they jump there. You hold them there, they jump there. Before they were arguing, it is climate change. Now it is their custom. You go to their custom, they say it's climate change. We don't know about it. Just playing ping pong with your brain, ping pong, and the useless idiot who's an editor in Abuja or Lagos will be following them up and down. You know, when you're watching ping pong ball, they play it here, your head will go left. They play, your head will go right. That's what they're doing. Nigerian newspapers are aiding and abetting evil and lawlessness. It is them. I say it openly. Nigerian editors, journalists, and newspapers, they are the ones aiding this evil. Nobody can come out and do an editorial or do an op-ed and write on the front page there is an anti-grazing law in this country that prohibits Fulani from moving their cattle from A to B. The law is there. They can never do it. Punch will not do it. Nation will, because everybody wants presidency. Everybody wants to be in the good books of Abuja. Because of that, they kill the truth. And because we speak the truth, that is why they hate us. Now you understand it, don't you? I am preaching to the children of heaven, so they will understand me. Now listen very carefully. Adewale Thompson, wherever you are, it will be well with you. I do not accept the contention of Fulani. Fulani is claiming is their tradition, is their way to live in the forest, is our way of life. The same argument they made over 50 years ago, they're still making today. And the judge said to them, you cannot bring your cattle to destroy somebody's produce, farm produce, asking the person to fence his farm. Now they're asking for Ruga, which Judges Okalu gave them at Logba, of course. Such a custom, if it exists, is unreasonable. In 1969, a Yoruba judge, a learned man, said to them, if this is your practice of living in people's bushes, this your custom is unreasonable. It is there. What's it to go now? Now tell me why you will question the formation of ESN. Tell me why any sensible beast will question why ESN was formed or why Amotekun was formed. Just tell me. When the people you are dealing with are unreasonable, do not move your cattle. That is what the law says. If you say it is your tradition or your custom, this your tradition is unreasonable. A judge told them something that politicians, even judges these days, they can't even hear the case, talk less of making such pronouncement. They will kill you in the court. They can't. Is it very clear now? Is it very clear now to all of you? Jumping up and down? All of you badly educated zoo animals, is it very clear to you now that we are within our rights to slaughter every cattle we see in our land? And God is my witness, in the next 11 days you will see something you have not seen before. Any cattle seen on the streets will be killed. I don't care if it's an Opiweka market. I don't care if it's in Iguacha. Anywhere we see cattle in Biafra land, we kill it. Take us to Hague. Take us to Britain. The law is here. All we need to do is to bring out this law. I won't talk, just to bring out the law. And I'll ask whoever is hearing the case, please, my Lord, can you read out this thing, please? After reading it, the idiot will feel ashamed of him or herself for having accepted to hear the case in the first place. Justice Thompson said, this your practice or custom, if at all it exists, so it's unreasonable to impose the burden of fencing a farm on the farmer without corresponding obligation on the cattle owner to fence his cattle. Why don't you fence your cattle? The judge asked them. 1969, no? I don't know. These people. I don't know why Chukwu Kikabiyama put me in this part of the world. How can I be with people who cannot reason? Hey, what type of God made these people? Are you sure it was God that made some of you? Are you sure it's the same God that created other races that made some? You people are just horrible people. You have refused to reason. So it is silly for any state governor to tell you that he needs anti-grazing law. Nobody needs anti-grazing laws. Nobody. You don't. Anywhere you say for a cat to kill it, you don't need anti-grazing law. You need. Is there? The law is there already. In 1969, the law is there. Anyway, I think it's 11 days. Hey, Chineke, you will see blood flowing on the streets of Biafra land. You will see, even, I'm sure, even NASA spacecraft will see it. There will be rivers of blood in the land of Biafra. Cattle blood or not human blood. Cattle blood. Anywhere we see them, we slaughter them. Let them prepare for what is to come. We are enforcing the law that the zoo have refused to enforce. What we need is implementation, and that's what we're going. In 11 days' time, I think it's 11 days. Please correct me if I'm wrong. When I gave the 11 days, any cattle you see, you slaughter it. Trespass. They are breaking the law. But why should any governor fail to act? The laws have given them the right to do so. Section 292 of the Criminal Code, and let me tell you what it says. It is lawful for any person who is in peaceable possession of any land, structure, vessel, or place, or who is entitled to the control or management of any land, structure, or vessel or authority, to use such force as is reasonably necessary in order to prevent any person from wrongfully entering upon such land. I want to tell the people who are yapping, people who are talking rubbish, under Nigerian Criminal Code, Section 292, everything that was done in Bende is legal. When we catch Fulani killer herdsmen, drive them away from our bushes, and slaughter their cattle, we are within the laws. That's what the law says. And let me remind the fools about this very law. Section 292 of the Criminal Code, it says that anytime you see Fulani entering your land with their cattle, kill the cattle is here. The laws of Nigeria. The laws of Nigeria. And thank you very much. Somebody said that the poster should be printed in Hausa, in English, and in maybe in Fulfude, Fulani language, Fulbe, or Fulfude they call it. 3 languages. In 11 days' time, Elohim is our witness. Any cattle seen on the streets anywhere, Biafra will be slaughtered. Let me tell you what they're going to come with the army and the police. And I want to remind the whole world, before you start saying that if the army are attacked, any army officer, any army formation that provides that rides what is called shotgun, provides security, armed security to any of these headers, any of these killer headers, you are putting yourselves and your lives in danger because you will go down. 11 days time. I am saying it now so that the Sarikin Fulani, so that the Sultan of Sokoto will hear me very well. And I want to address him. Sultan of Sokoto, recall your people back to the north from whence they came. Take them back to your emirates and continue to lord it over Hausa people. We are not Hausa. We are not primitive and we are not timid. You cannot take our land from us. Recall these your foot soldiers. Or else there will be bloodbath in Biafra land. In 11 days' time, if you don't recall, if I hear a report of there is one cattle, one outside in Biafra land, roaming about. Hey. Lord have mercy. That thing you people want, you will get it. Raw, you will get it raw. And then you will know that 67 to 70 is not this time that we live in. The world has moved on. The world has moved on. We are about to shock you bastards. We are about to shock you. In your next life, when you hear NNAMDI KANU, you say, no, I don't want to be born yet.